from Riverside Lanes in Mount Vernon, Washington, here for the title match of the Friday Night Battle Bag, one of our favorite formats. Glad to finally have been able to do it. Glad to finally run a tournament up in the Northwest. It's been a little while, but they're going to finish with 2 out of 3 weeks here in June, so a lot still on the line in the Pac Northwest. And the last 2 bowlers tonight are top seed Preston Craig and 6 seed Jerry Jennings. This is a single game title match. They each have 2 balls. Whoever is ahead after the 5th frame gets to take away one of his opponent's 2 balls. So a big advantage obviously at that point. Jerry converts a 2nd frame bucket to maintain a 1-pin lead after they both opened in the first on a very, very low scoring, challenging, demanding Alcatraz pattern. Let alone an Alcatraz pattern that now has, what, about 12 games of lineage on it, on each lane. So a hard pattern that did not get any easier. Some of them migrated out. Nobody's gotten really in. There's a bit of an out of bounds if you swing it to it. Preston's been having a lot of success going up the boards and just keeping the ball in play, not a lot of hook at all. He's been filling frames better than anybody. Qualified first at -4, the only person anywhere near a 200 average for qualifying. Well, Jerry got the 6th seed out of 8 with -91. It took -114 to make it. That was Aiden Wong knocking out some guy named McConna Wong by 4 pins. That was an enjoyable moment for everybody except McConna. Preston does that little backup ball at the 10 pin, but not enough. So Jennings has an opportunity to take an early lead here. And again, when removal of equipment is on the line, an early lead means even more than it usually does. Big thanks to Chris and the whole team here at Riverside for getting us in on a Friday night. We used to do this a lot, but it's just hard to find lanes on Friday nights. So Riverside has this sort of little cave over here on the high side, which is just perfect. So we can run a big serious tournament while everybody's having fun with cards on the other side. They've each bowled plenty of games on each of the 4 pairs in play tonight, so I should have some hints, but you just got to execute pretty perfectly to be near the pocket right now. And then once you're in the pocket, you got to carry. And then when you don't, you got to leave what you don't. So not a surprise on the hard pattern that you see 2 guys who cover fewer boards and make their spares. See that time and time again. Perfectly done on the 3-6. Gives him an 11-pin lead through those 3 frames. Jerry back from his first year out in Kansas at Ottawa. Them Bowling Braves. And I have no idea where Preston goes. We'll find out in a minute. I know we won $100 last JBT, nailing the 25. They did 25 as a team today. All 4 bowlers on the pair had to combine to get 25 pins down, and nobody could do it. I thought that was really fun, but the end result wasn't for any of the pairs. 2 of them hit 26. Pretty shot from Jennings, gets the first strike for either of them in the title match. That's a good old 1985 down and in track shot. I love it. But you gotta leave what you spare here. That 1-9 out in the 3rd looms large. How many times when bowling and you miss a 10 pin, you go ahead and leave one on your next shot? One of the many, many things I hate about this game. Oh, that time and it's that little tail to the right at the end. Had enough to get over there. If I sound bitter at bowling, it's because I am fresh off my annual donation at Nationals. Ay, ay, ay. Here's my report on Nationals. Everyone wants to know, what's the pattern play like? What's this? Is it different at the center than the plaza? The beer was cold. That is my entire report on Nationals. I have no further comments.
I'm surprised you just went to beer.
I should have. I learned that lesson. Well, the trouble when you're using that low rotation, low board game is you get some weird deflections in the pot throughout the whole pin deck. That's the second time I've seen him leave a Brooklyn 510. That's a ball that doesn't have a lot of steam on it at that point. Ordinarily, you're probably thinking get the one here. Situationally, with the fifth frame being the key here, you might want to think about a little extra chance on this ball here. This might be the last time he sees the purple ball. So, Preston's got 63 already through 5. Jerry, barring catastrophe, will have more than that. As soon as he mathematically does, right now he has 57 in the 5th. If you follow what I'm saying, as I throw the camera around. That's Jerry's score. So, probably after this shot, he'll be able to take a ball away from Preston. Which is not necessarily a death sentence, by the way. Half the bowlers that went down 2-1 in the first round clawed back to win that game, and it takes one more decision out of play. You don't have to worry about what ball to throw anymore because it's the only one you have. And emphatically gets more than 63 with catching that double. So Jerry, you can now take a ball away from Preston. I was not asking for a speech. He's like, what?
Yeah.
Which ball go? Ah, there we go. Jerry will bring the deleted ball to Preston. Enjoy your gift, Preston. Or did that face tell the story?
No.
You look up nonplussed in the dictionary, you will see Jerry handing Preston the purple ball. Preston's been playing this game right, though. He understood a couple strategies earlier. He did some ball changes on fill balls of losing games to make the bowler, his opponent, think about what ball to take away. I love to see people understanding the strategy of that. Third real nice shot in a row, just a half 10 for him there. He'll lead by 33 if he can convert this spare in the 6th. So Preston's going to continue to use the same ball for the strike ball they used for the first half of this game, which didn't go so hot. Let's see if he can make the move now. I'm sure he's texting his coach right now. Hey, got the nonplus look again. Jerry's got a bunch of titles. I don't remember how many. I'm going to guess 5?
Don't ask, I don't remember.
Again with the speech. Your ears are potent, Jerry. You're hearing everything I'm saying back here. Holy cow. 4 or 5 titles, something like that for Jerry. Well, Preston's a one-time champ, right? I believe so. Here we go. Confirmation from the media department. 2.
1.
1. About to be 2.
Half.
Okay. I know 1 for sure. Well, miss a little left and it flies across the head pin. Miss a little right and it doesn't even think about the head pin. Flat, tough, burnt out, etc. He's still in high school, right?
Nope.
No. What's he doing?
OC, college.
Where?
OC,
I don't know, OC.
Olympic College,
Oh, right on.
community college.
Nothing wrong with that. Very cool. Get over there. There you have it. Jerry told me his academic year ran August to April with a month and a half off from Thanksgiving. I would like to apply to Ottawa.
It's good school.
It's been a while since I've been in college, but I do not remember catching a month off for Turkey Day. And I remember racing back from Turkey Day to go to finals.
And when you stress out about finals right before Turkey.
Ah. That's smart. That's less stress eating. Now give him a break on that Brooklyn side. He'll take it any way he can get it. Plenty of time left in this match. It's not just about you doubling. It's about, you know, your opponent making a mistake and coming back to you. It is 10:43 on a Friday night. The first squad is 10 a.m. tomorrow. Hopefully these guys sticking around the area. I'm sure Jerry is. We'll be catching a ferry over to Port Angeles tonight. Well, he matched the Brooklyn? No. Also a rarity up here in the Northwest. These are twister pins. Who else? Does anybody else have twister pins around here?
What's that?
Does anybody else have twister pins up here? I can't think of it.
Oh, that's old, Randy.
Yeah, I can tell.
I don't know where they got them from.
Yeah. Twister pins are a completely plastic pin, and they hit very differently. Down in Phoenix, there's a couple twister houses, so I've bowled on them fairly recently, and typically the light hits scatter them like candle pins, and even like high flush, you leave 4 9s and big 4s and nasty stuff like that. But anything can happen on them. I saw Preston's dad saw it too. We saw Aiden Long hit the 3-6 pocket and leave a 7-10 earlier today. So go figure. The hardest places to find wood anymore is a bowling alley. You got a synthetic lane and synthetic pins, and plastic balls. Very strange. Jerry leads by 32, spare working at 8th frame. Title match. Whoop. Well, there he gets the Brooklyn break back. He hated every bit of that until 10 pins fell. He said, "Thank you very much." Big shot here for Craig as he's got the strike working right now. Chance to carve into the lead and put some pressure on Jennings. That looks pretty good. Wow, boy, that just shows you how tough they are. As that looks kind of nice. Just dove at the last second and leaves more nasty stuff. 4-7-9. Yeesh. Well, clearly go for it territory here. If he makes this will bring the standing room crowd to its feet. There are 6 people in this bowling alley, including staff. That's close, right? To your feet, you heard me? To your feet! Thank you, thank you.
That's my highlight of the video.
Every human being in this bowling alley on their toes. Preston Craig. Hey, and that split conversion keeps him in this match. He's got 183 possible. Jennings going at a 195 pace, so get that foundation 9th frame strike. You just never know. Hard conditions especially. He gets it, all right. So very quickly a game of bowling can turn. Earlier Jerry had front 4 or 5, maybe even 6 on back-to-back Greek churches and almost gave a game away to Cole Chance. He would not like to see that again right here. College bowlers learn a lot about the game, but they learn about pre-shot routine too. Jerry always had a good one, but I think it's improved. Same thing every time. Little breath. Pretty good shot. Just skated. I think he's surprised. Very, very touchy. Well, not a combination of right-hander shoots very often. 4-8 is a hard spare for a righty. I have no idea what that portion of the lane is doing right now either. We don't think we had any lefties bowl. So we kind of had a tore up portion of the lane right next to a fresh portion of the lane. And I think you take the hook out of this, go as straight as you can at it. See how Jerry approaches it. Nicely done. I also like to point out, these are two college boys who have not put on the freshman 15, and I'm also irritated about that. Preston's like 6'2", 105. I put on my COVID 58 just like everybody else. Dang it. Said I was going to learn Spanish. All I did was learn Panda Express. Over and over and over and over. Oh, let me see. A mark will win. Look out. Oh. I'm sure that's not the way he wanted to do it either, but he'll darn sure take it. Well, listen, you leave a shot that felt good off your hand, you leave a 4.78, you go to the other lane and saying, well, I don't want to go light 2.810 or something, and it's very easy for the ball to rip over the belt inside. That will notch the strike, and that will notch the title. See, that's what he didn't want to leave on the first ball return for sure. Well, good start to what should be a fun weekend. We're just going to leave this pattern out overnight. We won't put tomorrow's pattern out. Forget it.
Okay.
Whoops, I just lost 2 entries. No. Different pattern tomorrow.
Oh.
194 is a pretty darn good game. Only one open there in the first frame. Impossible to tell if he would have struck under pressure. Let's just assume he would have. But hey, listen, that's his best scratch division finish in quite some time, so good for Preston and great for Jared Jennings. All kinds of good things. Just shot 300, 800, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, didn't he? Yeah.
Shot him on a Wednesday night and shot another one on Friday.
He's on fire.
Tuesday night and Thursday.
Yeah?
Well, we'll talk about Wednesday later. Preston, this is the last shot of Friday night. If you have any tricks up your sleeve, anything at all,
Not really, no. Should I make one?
you can do whatever you want. The internet is yours.
We're ready.
It doesn't have to be legal. Don't hurt yourself. Oh, he's just gonna tear the pins apart instead. Nice job, gentlemen. Well done. 194 to 161 is that finale. The Braves come back home to win one. We'll do it all over again in about 11 hours or so. Say yes. All right.